Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey guys.
You know where you're at? Where are we at?
Where are we at? Oh, I remember.
Where?
Josh and Nikki's titties.
Oh my gosh. Josh and Nikki's titties, and we are back to drinking. I know you guys were worried.
Probably sick of seeing us drinking every time you see us.
Well, remember we had water? That one's actually not posted yet. We're actually a little bit, I've been slacking, and I only posted one, but I've got one saved that I haven't posted, and then this one.
But it'll get there, and then you'll post them in order, so you don't even have to tell on yourself about that.
No, I know, but like maybe they want to know.
Maybe
they're slacking too. So I don't know. How's your drink? I haven't tried
It's
it.
good. It's strong.
What are we drinking?
Malibu and pineapple soda.
So we've been drinking a lot of Malibu because
it's easy.
It's easy and it's light.
We've already had it. We've wanted these, like, we buy big amounts, and then when we drink, we don't drink it all. So then we're stuck drinking what we had last time, the next time.
I had,
right?
Yeah, at work today I sold 2 shots of, it comes with the perfect Patron margarita. Not the Patron, but what's the other one that comes with it? It starts with a C. Not Cointreau, but what is it?
Cointreau?
Not Cointreau.
Starts with a C?
Citronage.
Oh.
They wanted a shot of Citronage each. And so I did that.
The orange bottle of Patron.
But I went, we don't have a shot button for Citronage.
No, you don't.
So I ran them up for, it was like what is the, like, coffee alcoholic drink called?
Oh.
That's what,
do you guys still have an open liquor button? Like, you can find, I don't even know if you know where that is. But there's
other
like
liquor?
Open. It's like open food, open liquor, open whatever, and you can charge any amount.
No. See, we used to be able to do that at Steak and Shake, and I miss that because you could just, like...
You need to ask somebody where that button is, because that's a thing, or it used to be.
Like, so what was really cool is, like, I guess it's kind of like at the diner you could do it too, but, like, if someone irritated you, I would charge them for every single sauce. 49 cents. Let me go ahead and type that in. 49 cents. 49 cents. Oh, I'm going to charge them for this extra side.
I give
this extra lemon.
When you piss me off like that, it's like, I give you you get one sauce per item for free.
Uh-huh.
And everyone after that, charged.
Charged.
You're a bitch. Charged.
I mean, I don't get too many mean people, and a lot of times people that are mean actually tip really good because they realize.
That being said, with me, with a guest... Like, I feel like a coworker is different. A coworker can piss you off a lot easier than a guest can. Like, a guest may piss me off, yes, but not enough for me to, like, do something stupid to them or be mean, because I keep in mind that's my tip.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I still am like, oh, I have to stay. Like, they can push me a lot harder than, like, my coworkers can. My coworkers don't pay me.
Right.
My coworkers ain't doing shit for me, and these bitches ain't even sweeping and ain't even doing the thing.
Oh, so
like.
Speaking of coworkers, so we had a meeting today, so all at front of house.
Oh.
So the only other meeting I'd been at Applebee's was a bartending meeting, and at this point she had COVID, so she was just doing the Skype.
I was on a Zoom call.
Yeah, she couldn't hear a lot, but I called her as soon as it was over, and I was like, they want us to do what? This and this. And she's like, Josh, just calm down. You might have to do it for 2 weeks max. Maybe one thing will stick, if that, like, so true.
Yeah.
But, like, it wasn't even like that. It was just kind of like, he was going over everything that we already know. Like, we need to be doing teamwork more and blah, blah, blah. But there was some things that, like, I would think of and I'd chime in, like, I remember he was saying the bowls go in the sink, which, if you're not doing that, then... you should be slapped. But, we have the other shaped bowl that the refills of the boneless wings would come in?
Yeah,
I asked him because one time somebody said those don't go in there, they go into the side. So I said, do those go in there? Because I put them in there still even after. And he was like, yes, put them all in there. And I was like, yeah, school one for the good guys.
I feel like that shit really doesn't matter.
No. But there was like
where bowls go in the dish pit doesn't matter.
So spa's about to come up, and I told them, I was like, you know what you need to do? And they were like, what? And I was like, you should put up like half pages for each person so they have something to study. So that way, if they come in and like they don't at least get one of those questions right on that, then I just like, I guess I'm kind of upset that they didn't offer me to like
be a manager.
Yeah.
Have you stated
Well, no,
hardcore
so
that you want to be a manager?
This is what happened was she came up to me and was like, with a new employee, and then she was just joking around. She's like, no one wants to be manager around here. And then she looked at me, and I didn't know that this was happening. All I just got was her look at me, and she's like, Josh, do you want to be manager? Because I also knew that, like...
So it was a nonchalant.
Yeah, but also another manager had left, so I knew that they were, like, looking... And I was like, I don't know, don't ask me right now. And then she never talked about it
exactly.
again.
So what you need to be stating,
yeah, but
that's what you
after
want.
this morning, the other person that I told you that brung it up, and everybody's like now like, ooh, I want it. And I'm like, I don't, like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I know I would get it. And if somebody else needs it more than me, I would just do it until, like, I'm like,
is this just to be hourly manager, or is this a salary?
Hourly.
Okay.
But you know where hourly can lead to salary if you're good.
But yeah, also though, that being said, with hourlies, if you feel the need to wait, baby, wait.
Well, it's
because
not that.
Listen,
it's like I don't want to work.
When you state that you're ready to do that, you're gonna be utilized.
And also I like who I am at work.
You're gonna, yeah.
And
exactly.
I don't want to have to be somebody different. I don't want to have to.
You
be
will
like,
be.
Look,
you will be.
Either you do what I say or you go home. I don't want to be that guy.
And if you continue to work bar shifts and be manager too,
which they're giving me more, but they gave me Thursdays every week.
When you start doing that, you have to also you always maintain the role that I'm manager. When you're not on the clock as a manager, you can't push your other coworkers so hard, but you also have to remember all eyes are always being watched on you like you're a manager. Mm-hmm. You don't have the manager title today, so you don't get to enforce all the manager things. Well, but we still look at you like you're a manager, and we still treat you like you're a manager.
And also, like, me and Nikki were talking before on this about how, like, not talking about it. Like, I don't go around saying I'm good. People tell me I'm good, but the only reason I'm good is because, like, literally anytime they say I'm good, I automatically mention her. Because I'm like, and I said, other people taught me things too, you know, and I said, if somebody that hadn't been there as long told me something different than somebody
you were good because you were molded into who you are, like, from all of us.
And we worked together.
I feel like me and you and Annie all figured out how to serve together.
Yeah, I agree.
And Dawn, too.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Dawn. Yeah, we had a big group of
Mallory,
Sesame Street.
Mallory got so much better at serving.
Robin. All of us.
Robin, yeah.
Heather.
Everybody. Okay, so that was our family. Like, we all, like, they say you shouldn't be friends with your bosses and stuff. Like, that was a mom and pop business, and we all, like, were a family.
If you weren't literally family, you had to ended up being family.
Yeah, like, and you had to know, like, the only reason I got the job was because at the time, our friend was dating my dad's best friend. And he met Annie, and, like, she was talking about the diner, and
we talked about this the other day with her.
Yeah, and how, like, she needed a busboy on Saturdays, and he's like, no, I don't remember, but she needs a bus. Maybe you guys did, and I wasn't part of it, but, like.
No, I think we talked about how you first started the other day with her for some odd reason.
Oh, well.
I feel like that was a conversation we had.
Probably. I don't know if they know it, though.
No, but I'm stating that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Now I lost my... Anyways.
Sorry.
So... my dad's like, well, my boy's looking for a job. And she's like, yeah, send him on in. And me being eager to work, I'll rain, sleet, or snow, I'll be there. And I showed up, and it just so happened to be up the road when my dad told me he had a job. And I was like, Dad, I live out in the middle of nowhere. It was right up the road. It was the split shift on Saturday, busboy. And I was there every Saturday. And then a cook spot opened. And because I became close to everybody, they're like, hey, you want to cook? 6 months I cooked, and then I almost left. Like, Julie had to say, no, don't leave. And I didn't leave. Like, I was like, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. And she's like, please don't. We'll work you in somewhere else. And then I started baking, and then I started hosting, and then I started serving. And then I was, like, in love. Like, serving. I mean, now that I've served for years, but there's still times that, like.
If you had to be a cook or something like that again, you know you could, and you know you would.
Probably
but, like,
not every day of the week, but if
But you don't have to do that.
Right.
You found your niche.
For now. Like.
Yeah.
Like, my partner's been kind of, like trying to get me to look for a different job and
expand your horizons.
yeah, I might
because you
smoke
are
a little. So I want to clean out my pee, but I also like want to keep smoking, and I don't want to buy fake pee because I feel like that's cheating.
I feel like you are a soul that was put here on this planet to do something important. I've always felt that about myself too, and I don't know why. And I was like, I'm not just supposed to, like, I was like, I don't know what my calling is. I don't know what I want to do. It's okay.
I splashed her. Everybody.
And then,
Your calling?
I don't know what I want to do. I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a nurse. I don't want to be like, I don't see myself being like a lawyer. I don't see myself being like a cop. All those things.
I never thought my calling was where, like, I think that I can do a lot of good things at work, whether that's serving. Like, me and her used to know this older lady. She's passed away now, but like, Miss Charlotte. And bless her, like, you can do great things as a server. Like,
yeah, I don't want to say that.
But like, I always thought like a calling for life isn't work. It's the thing that you just
are good at,
naturally going to do.
Yeah.
So like how like you and I can bring, like, it's not necessarily one thing, but like one small thing we do,
and
is
that's
we bring
why
people up.
For me, this job change was not just me switching from being a bartender and server to working in a spa or like just being a massage therapist or just being an esthetician. It was the fact that like I felt like for some reason that I'm supposed to be a healer, like of some sorts.
And do you know how many times she's like just talking to me is like made me feel so much better, like, you know, like,
and you do that for me.
And I kind of, I'm not gonna lie, like, I never like disliked witches or anything like that, but I think she's opened my mind up, and I still consider myself a Christian, and she knows that, but like, I think God is a very hard concept to understand.
Exactly. And I also want to state that like I am still figuring out what being me means, what being a healer means, what being a witch means.
Jesus was a healer.
And I still feel like I do sometimes. I'm like, just because I say I'm a witch, I still talk to God. That's all I've ever known.
I mean, my thing is like, whether you believe in many gods, or there's no God, like, there's at least we can all acknowledge there's this power of love out there that, like,
yeah.
We can at least, as a person, it might not be God to you.
We've talked about that one day before,
humans,
outside on my backyard, about how, like, God can just be a feeling.
Yeah, like...
Or an emotion to you, or a color.
That's what, like, I think is what's really hard for people is, like, describing this physical world and trying to, like, this emotional world. Like, they both are very real, but it's really hard to, like, mesh them together. So we try to make this idealistic
something that we
God.
Can... Something that for us is tangible.
But also, like...
Because we don't understand.
The thing with Christianity is I like the morals. It helps me, like... Because sometimes it's hard for me to figure out what is right and wrong. Like,
yeah.
Even though I explore and I don't just take things at face value, like, it helps me knowing that, like, okay, God says, like, I know sometimes you can lie, but, like, overall, lying's bad. If you don't have to lie, you probably shouldn't lie. Don't lie to your friends, you know, like, just...
But that's exactly... Oh, okay, so I had a conversation about this with somebody, my significant other, the other day. This same thing.
Significant other. That's what we're going with?
That's what I'm saying right now. My boyfriend.
I think she should say partner like me because...
Me and my boyfriend were talking, and the other day, he was talking about that. And he was like, for people, I feel like they just don't realize that for religion is like, to them means a lot more than just religion.
Yeah.
Or whatever they think
and
that
I
means.
Still like...
It's for them, it's usually morals. And a belief system,
and it's easy to be like, okay, there's this, like, there's all other because when I start to think about that, I'm like, okay, I can grasp this concept, and then I'll think about this other aspect of, like, miracles, or, like, something that, like, only, like, somebody needing so much help, and then, like, somebody showing up to someone's doorstep, and literally, like, something that they needed, like, oh, I just had this feeling I was supposed to bring you this gallon. I heard a story. This girl showed up with this gallon of milk to this girl's house, and she's like, I just had a feeling. The girl opened the door and, like, started crying. She was so happy. She had a bunch of kids, and she couldn't leave.
No, I've felt situations like that.
But, like, those situations are like, okay, so there is something else out there, even if we don't understand what it is. Like, and it does want good for people, even though bad things happen. Like, overall, like, we should all
There's
want
something
good, 'cause
else
we
out
want
there
good as humans.
there is something else out. I can't describe a lot of things, but the best way for me to describe this is whatever I believe in, or whatever God is to me, or whatever, calling myself being witchy or feeling spiritual or whatever. The universe and the cosmos out there has something else that is stronger than I can fathom, that puts things in front of my face sometimes that is like, makes me believe that there's something else out there. I don't know if I can speak for everybody on that, because everyone has to live their own experiences. But I've had enough situations where I'm like, oh, that was God. Because I would have never been able to accomplish that or do that. Or, holy fuck, this is like scary in my face, like kind of weirding me out. How did that happen?
Yeah, no, I've literally, like, one time I was with my friend Kari, and she was kind of like, for years wanted me to cry in front of her. We just had been friends for a long time, and I don't cry. Well, just one day, like, we were sitting, and I was drinking, and she was drinking, but I hadn't had too much to drink. And we were just sitting in the front yard over there on Sylvan where we lived, or Kari didn't live there, but she was there, and I just started crying. And I said, "You feel that?" And I put my hand on her heart. I said, "You feel that?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "That." And she's like, "I think." But I was like, "That's God." And then she just kind of froze. And I remember I took her to church with me one time, and she said that, like, she had an experience where she had to, like, sit down. Like, I didn't even notice the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time.
I had
Like,
experiences that definitely grabbed me at church, too. There's been reasons why I stopped going to church. Like, I'm like, oh,
well, and Kari's
I
not,
don't
like,
believe this.
Kari's not a Christian. She's not really a witch. Her mom's a witch. Like, we went out to the park over there one time at nighttime, and we danced in the moonlight. That was so much fun. Like, there is an
Look at
energy
me
out
and you
there.
when we were at Pride and we were dancing in the rain. Like,
Oh my gosh.
tell me that wasn't a feeling.
There was one time, I don't, like, I really love Spice Girls, and, you know, but, like, the rain came one time, and she wasn't here. Like, I really wish she was there, but she also said if she would have, maybe I wouldn't have got that, like, experience.
Alone experience.
But, like, it just, like, I don't know, there's times in your life, and I feel like
Everything happens for a reason.
Everybody has felt like that time where you're like, what is that? Like, so there's something else out there, and I don't think, like, maybe if we do title this one, it could be like a witch and a Christian or something.
Or whatever. We don't have to title whatever.
We're working on
experimenting.
Yeah, we're thinking about making our own YouTube, so that way we can just have a Josh and Nikki's YouTube. I'm thinking about, like, focusing more of my YouTube on comedy and video games, and then that way I can have a Josh and Nikki's. But, like, I like that idea, because then we can both, like, be responsible.
I like that
if that
idea
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
Like I would give you the login information.
Of course, your YouTube should be whatever you
but I
want
wanted
it to be.
Well, like, and also, like, so we got a green screen. What if I could teach Nikki how to do green screens? She's doing TikToks and getting TikTok famous and going viral and stuff.
No, I don't even know if it's going viral, because I really feel like going viral means there's at least over 1,000.
I think
over 1,000 likes.
I think viral is whatever.
No, I don't think that.
To me, viral is like something that you did not expect it would skyrocket.
No, I think it's at least over 1,000 likes means it's going viral. And the more viral it goes, the more viral it goes.
I watch another podcast, and they labeled it as whenever they want to play it on shows like Ridiculousness, or like they have like shows that like, or like
watch clips,
websites that post up like, oh, these are the new hot viral. I don't know.
But the TikTok that's going viral, or started to, because it does have 505 likes or something, and it was been viewed almost 9,000 times.
That.
It literally.
I had one on its way, but then it got flagged for. I had said this is what it was. Is I had walked around. I said, something about don't be mad when I walk around naked, and if you keep getting mad, Grandma, I will drop you. It was like funny, I don't know, and it like got a bunch of views. Like
Yeah.
in 2 days, it just kept rising and rising, and then it was like, yep, that. And then just
Regardless,
cut
I
off.
can't think of what ours says specifically right now, but it's like
It's insultive.
it's insulting. Like we're roasting each other back and forth, and then at the end, I'm dead and I'm in a trash can.
And it's a
and
whole
his
Vine
joke was
thing.
like, at least I don't look like I got picked up out of a trash can, and I'm in the trash can, and I'm like
yeah.
dead, and it's pretty funny. But it's stupid.
But if you know, you know. Like if you are up to new hip lingo, we have a new saying, by the way. Sorry to interrupt this whole thought, but if you know, you know. Like we've been saying it a lot. Like I think we say it a lot in the other one that isn't posted up yet.
Since we tripped last.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And like,
and if you don't, I'm not willing to fight it.
If you guys have seen our other titties and you see something here, like you're like, oh, like, because I feel like sometimes we branch off of old stories that we didn't tell the whole story, and maybe we tell it twice, or I don't know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Maybe we might title it that one. I don't know.
I feel like when the last time we were at Clicks, when there was a girl that walked up to me and said that to me, and I was like, yes! I was like,
yeah.
I looked at her and I was like, yes. Or something, and I was like, I know.
Okay, this will be our last thought before we go. Let's talk about getting drunk, because first of all, I got way drunker than planned. I don't think I drank faster. I just think I drank longer.
Yeah.
Weren't you pretty toasty?
Fucked up.
Like, I fell down and I'm assuming it was on my walk home from your house.
Oh my God.
But, like...
I was being way aggressive.
After you left? Or
no, like...
at the
bar.
Okay, first of all, she gets on to me because if you know, you know, in another... titty, she talked about how messy I was. She is inside at the bar. Was it a brand new one? Or almost new one?
What?
Cup?
Brand new. I sat it down and I bumped it with my belly. And I went boop and it fell over.
Do you know what she said? This is what happened.
What'd I say?
So she's like standing there. And
I'm drunk. I don't remember.
And everybody like looks over and then everybody goes back. You know, but like I was like, Nikki, you dropped your glass, because she didn't even look like she. No, I didn't. Like that's what she said. Like she was trying to deny it.
Did I say that?
Yeah, I've been telling everybody this story. No, I didn't. I was like, Nikki, yes, you did. And then I was like, I left at that instant because I think I was getting pulled away or something.
I said it was your fault.
But Gary was coming up and saying, did you drop it?
And he was like, I was like, oh my God, Gary, I'm so sorry. And I was like, he was like, do you want another one? I was like, no, you don't have to give me another one. I don't deserve it. And then he was like, no, I'll give you another one. He was like, but I'm putting it in a sippy cup.
Yeah. No.
And I was like, oh, yeah, sippy cup.
I think we should, whenever we get in there after our first drink, I think we should just automatically request a non-glass cup.
We should always carry sippy cups? Always get sippy cups?
Can we just carry our own cup and like order their drink and just pour it into ours and just say this is for...
just off the flip. So they don't have to wash another dish or anything. Like, just get... I deserve a sippy cup.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I've broken enough of your glasses that I should just always get a sippy cup.
And that's fine. I'm totally, like, as long as I can drink it, I don't give a fuck what I'm drinking out of.
No, I think that's safer for us.
Yeah.
We've both broken enough glassware at Karen's bars.
Right. Oh, my gosh. And Karen, she was there the last day. Okay, so I'm not a bouncer for the summer now, so we're going on a bunch of stuff, but... Karen showed up and she was like, I love you and blah, blah, blah. And it made room, because remember, the first day, she had said something offensive. And it just like made me think of that for some reason, like versus now. Because I was like, oh, I love you so much, Karen. Because she has I love her to death, but she has a resting bitch face and she's very intimidating. But she's actually very nice if you get to know her. She'll like hug you. She likes to drink. The first day, she didn't mean to. She was drunk, but she was saying which I understand what she was saying in a business sense. Do you remember?
What?
Well, can I just say
when I was drunk?
Well, can I just say it? So she had said she was worried about her bar becoming a gay bar.
Oh.
When and I kind of got offended. I was like, I'm not like, and she has other gay bartenders that work, you know, like, which it's like, it's a new thing. And like, I'm younger than you know, like, what kind
Something
of crowd
she'd
am I
never
going to bring?
experienced before.
Yeah. And I didn't really bring any crowd, like, other than you guys that already went. Yeah. Like,
we're lame. We already frequent your bars.
Right. Nathan literally came the last Saturday, my last night there, and I was like, "Oh, you can go order a drink." No, I'm just gonna stay in here and hang out with you. Really? I was like, "Go spend some money," because I didn't spend money because at the end of the night I got free drinks. So, I mean, if I drank a whole bunch, but I would just drink like 3 or 4 and then go to Nathan's and drink more.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this off. It got really deep for a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, overall though, it was not bad.
I think this was a good one.
Yeah.
I think the lighting was good. We're gonna work more on getting this green screen, and getting, maybe by the time we get the green screen, that's when we should have our YouTube set up.
Oh,
we'll figure it out.
Good idea.
We'll figure it out. Comment in the shout out in the comments if you have any questions. If you have any like comments, or if you have any suggestions, like, hey, Josh and Nikki, do you have any titties about?
Yeah, because if you're still watching us by this
we
point,
love you. First of all, I mean, like, we love you. We try to boost people up. If you were hanging out with us, the only reason we wouldn't hang out with you is maybe if you like tried to murder us at one point in our life, or like, but we literally hang out with anybody and love everybody. And all right, guys, well, we're gonna let you go.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Bye.
we'll be back soon, and we'll get shit together at some point in our lives. All right, guys. Peace. Good to see ya.